they're going up, tapping it, and then going. And then the alpha comes in, and he challenges it, right? He goes like this.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most hilarious instances where SNL legend Kate McKinnon made her castmates break character in a sketch.
You know, and I'm shaking, and I got nothing. Man, I got nothing.
Number 30, Weekend Update, Smokery Farms. In classic SNL fashion, this sketch is satire at its best. It takes on the double standards of some anti-meat rhetoric which rely heavily on sentimentality. According to these, you'd think that only if the animals are cute or exhibit human-like emotions do they deserve to live. Bothered by the rise of veganism, meat farmers Vanetta and Wileen assert that individually stupid and bad animals are A-OK to consume.
I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
Oh, okay. Well, we can show you then. Here we go.
From the very beginning, both Kate McKinnon and Aidy Bryant are itching to break. When the meat basket is pushed in, ranked with stench, it is only a matter of time before their composure falls apart. With Kate stifling her giggle right beside her, Aidy can't help but give in.
And the scent is strong.
Number 29, Camp Wickawabbie.
This week in arts and crafts, we put googly eyes on pine cones.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, when the activity was first described to me, I was not into it.
Aidy Bryant and Kate McKinnon are total nerdy caricatures of awkward preteens in this sketch. At camp, far from the supervision of parents, they are exercising their hard-earned freedom by not eating fruit and ingesting bees. Somewhere in between, their Snickers start to feel too real.
Okay, now it's time for this week's guest.
Soon, it becomes clear that they're breaking character, but trying extra hard to make it seem like they're not. Obviously, they barely succeed. When Kate senses her scene partner's resolve shaking, her immediate response is to lock eyes and break together.
I was not into it. And then I got that first eyeball on there, and I was laughing and having a blast.
With how iconic her chemistry is with Aidy, these moments make for some great laughs. Number 28, Porch Scene. Kate McKinnon's portrayal of a geek who gets with the Hillary Duff of his algebra class never fails to leave us in stitches. In this particular sketch, Zoe Kravitz tries her absolute hardest to concentrate and not break character. However, that becomes virtually impossible when sharing the screen with McKinnon.
Yes, hello. Is my BFF Jason there?
Although she does a great job of keeping it together, the real Zoe slips out at times. On the other hand, Aidy Bryant has zero chances of survival from the get-go. Her face is perpetually resisting a grin, and that's only from Kate's voice.
Hey, can we kiss now?
You heard the lady. I'll see you on the other side.
These two truly make an unbeatable comedic pair. Number 27, Weekend Update, Angela Merkel on the G20 summit. Kate McKinnon's impression of German politician Angela Merkel is one for the history books. This sketch explores her reaction to Vladimir Putin walking out of the G20 summit. In reality, it's just Kate's Merkel flaunting her terribly tame wild side.
This cannot be true. In Germany, we do not rest. We toil until we collapse.
And now, did you get to talk?
Weekend Update host Colin Jost starts with a straight face for this segment. He slowly starts to crack up as it goes on, his lips betraying a rogue smirk or two. Finally, in one climactic moment, as he's inches away from Kate's face, imitating a so-called German kiss, he gives in and breaks. Thankfully for him, the scene ends quickly. Number 26, Amy Schumer, Mother Knows Best. Comedy takes a Freudian turn in this sketch where three mothers pair up with their kids to compete for $10,000. As the contest goes on, it appears one is not quite like the others. Abyssalith, played by Kate, and her son, Mikey Day's John Christopher, are disturbingly close, if you can even call it that. They sing and smooch and brag about sleeping together. Literally.
We can't beat these two. I mean, they kissing on the lip. Look at them, look.
Yeah.
Although every other contestant is deeply uncomfortable, Chanel, played by Leslie Jones, has a completely different reaction. Unable to stay in character as the pair breaks into song while embracing for a painfully long time, Jones surrenders.
I am the woman who made her king. He holds the key to the castle. No one else can come near.
Obviously, we love every second of it. Number 25, Paranormal Occurrence. Rarely has any SNL host ever survived Miss Rafferty's antics. Liev Schreiber wasn't going to be an exception. For this version of the classic interrogation sketch, Rafferty and two others are questioned about their experience with ghosts. As always, Cecily Strong's character has a gentle, uplifting time, and Schreiber meets a charismatic theater-loving spirit.
I scoop myself out of the window and I'm shimmying down that drain pipe with my please hump it and my cheese trumpet displayed for the neighborhood.
Of course, Rafferty recalls something different entirely. Her entity wanted her to violate his ex's bathroom. To reenact that scene for the investigators, she climbs atop Schreiber's head and goes ham. Liev, who had held on bravely until then, ends up breaking and snorts right into the mic.
Now I'm in a Van Damme split. Just trying to get an assist from gravity, trying to kind of rock one loose. Pushing his heart like real vein strainer, just sort of. And not even a pellet. I'm going, and I'm.
He looks so adorable doing it that our replay button broke.
Wasn't an ideal end to the night, but at least I wasn't alone on my birthday.
Number 24, Abba Christmas. Kate McKinnon's return to SNL as a host after quitting the show in 2022 was marked by a stellar Christmas special. The legend reunited with Kristen Wiig and Maya Rudolph, who were joined by Bowen Yang to bring back Abba. Their version of the Swedish pop band is promoting their holiday classics, and they keep getting increasingly unhinged. When Fa La La rolls around to the tune of Mamma Mia, Kate all but squishes her face into Kristen's. Now, you can't blame her for breaking when McKinnon is singing gibberish straight into her ears. Number 23, Shud the Mermaid. Only Kate McKinnon can play a blobfish and human hybrid and still manage to knock us off our feet. Her character Shud is accompanied by Scarlett Johansson as Kunk, who's 92% anglerfish, but the rest of her, or it, is human.
Little preview.
Oh, God.
While their prettier counterparts, Oceana and Aquaticana, appear to have come straight out of a fairy tale, Shud and Kunk belong in a nightmare. They try their best to convince a stranded pilot to marry one of them, but all they have to offer are the freakiest kinks. As McKinnon explains their peculiar proclivities, Scarlett breaks ever so slightly, although just enough to make the scene 10 times more hilarious.
I'm 8% woman and 92% anglerfish. Yep, I'm from way down deep where all the freaks hang out, hence the reading light growing out of my head.
Number 22, Last Call with Adam Sandler. This sketch series is another one of McKinnon's masterpieces, and almost none of her partners have walked away without breaking. In this one, Kristen Wiig and Adam Sandler appear as a married couple who pick up Kate's recurring character Sheila Sauvage at a bar. With three of the greatest contemporary comedy powerhouses in one scene, 4 counting Kenan Thompson, who plays the bartender.
God must have spent a little more time on you, because there's so many ideas going on here.
It's basically a competition of who's going to break whom. Kate wins, making Kristen struggle with muffling her laugh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Impressively enough, Adam and Kenan managed to keep their calm. Number 21, Whiskers Are We with Kristen Wiig. McKinnon finally meets her match in this perfect sketch. Featuring Kate as Barbara DeDrew and Kristen Wiig as her sapphic lover Veronica, this sketch is all about the puns. Still, Kate and Kristen find ways to break each other. In most cases, they can pass it off as being part of the act. However, seasoned SNL fans can always spot when the break happens.
Cassandra kind of flips the script on you, meaning when she farts, it sounds human and you'll get blamed.
Kate keeps making Kristen laugh throughout, in short spurts. But when Kristen gets payback, it's hilariously evident.
He deserves a pinch. That is my nipple, and I think you know that.
Watching these two geniuses play off of each other is a true delight. Number 20, Weekend Update, Billie Jean King on the Sochi Olympics. In 2013, President Barack Obama sent a bold message to Russia during the Sochi Winter Olympics, taking aim at its treatment of the LGBTQIA+ community. For the U.S. delegation, he enlisted openly gay tennis icon Billie Jean King, a move that SNL just couldn't resist spoofing.
Well, you look pretty excited to go to Sochi.
Yeah, I couldn't be more excited, Seth. I'm President Obama's big gay middle finger, and this bird's about to get flipped.
In this Weekend Update segment, Kate McKinnon portrays King as a no-nonsense rebel, ready to spread love and a little gay havoc in defiance of Russia's laws.
I'm gonna drive my Subaru Outback into Red Square doing donuts and blasting Melissa Etheridge.
McKinnon fires off zingers left and right, playing up every lesbian stereotype imaginable and leaving Seth Meyers giggling pretty much throughout the entire bit.
Oh, be careful over there, Billie Jean. You know, you could get in trouble.
Get in trouble. I'm from trouble.
Okay.
Number 19, Film Panel. It's nearly impossible to keep a straight face when you're sitting across from one of Kate McKinnon's many iconic characters.
Oh, wow. Wow, what a beautiful hospital this is.
This time it's Debette Goldry, the legendary Hollywood actress who somehow turns every conversation into a bizarre nostalgia trip about her traumatic industry experiences.
Have I ever been sexually harassed? Good Friday, where do you want me to start?
In this sketch, Goldry joins two other actresses to discuss the Harvey Weinstein allegations and recounts her own encounters with the disgraced producer.
I was invited to his hotel room, and when I arrived, he was naked, hanging upside down from a monkey bar.
Despite McKinnon's outrageous statements, Cecily Strong and Leslie Jones managed to keep it together for most of the sketch. But right at the end, McKinnon questions where she even is, and Jones can't help but crack up just a little.
Pandora's box is open now, and Pandora's pissed. Who's with me? No, I'm asking, who are these people? I blacked out. Are these the angels?
Number 18, Weekend Update, Brigitte Bardot and Catherine Deneuve. Speaking of older actresses recounting their experiences in the industry, back in 2018, veteran French performers Brigitte Bardot and Catherine Deneuve criticized the Me Too movement for going too far. That was all the fuel SNL stars Kate McKinnon and Cecily Strong needed for this Weekend Update segment.
Man is a man, and woman is a woman. If they are not, they are homo.
Oh, Bridget, come on. No, we were having fun. Huh? Let them get to know you first.
Okay.
She's 83.
While strong as Deneuve starts to walk back some of her comments, McKinnon's Bardot digs her heels in, even going as far as calling for Harvey Weinstein's release.
And me, I stand by everything I have said, and I will double down. Free Harvey Weinstein!
The two performers continue to banter, culminating in a hilarious exchange about their ages, which causes Cecily Strong to break character.
Bridget is very old and very wrong. Yeah.
You are freaking old too, bitch.
Can't say we blame her. Colin Jost was laughing the entire time too. Number 17, Deep Quote Game Night. Kate McKinnon may not be the star in this sketch, but she's the one who succeeds at cracking up host Daniel Craig.
Or we could quote.
What's that?
We could quote, like say lines from movies and guess them.
Oh, okay. Is that a game that you like, Jeff?
Yeah, it really is.
McKinnon plays one half of a couple alongside Craig, who invites her coworkers over for a game night that quickly spirals out of control.
Okay, I need 2 new suits off the rack. One light and one dark.
No clue.
Oh, no, I know this one. This is the aviator.
Oh, damn it, that was too easy.
McKinnon herself breaks early on in the sketch, as Heidi Gardner forces everyone to play a deep quote game that leaves most of them stumped. From there, McKinnon pulls Craig down with her, practically laughing right in his face during their exchange.
What was that?
Oh, it's my turn. Here we go.
Nevertheless, Craig manages to get through it, before losing it completely at the very end.
Enough of this. Get out of my house.
Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain.
Get the hell out.
Number 16, Study Buddy. Kate McKinnon has played everything under the sun, from male and female politicians to an awkward teenage boy in the recurring Study Buddy sketches.
Well, my mother won't be here for another 3/4 of an hour. I could wait by the door or clean something or...
In this installment, McKinnon's character Josh calls his even more awkward friend for advice on impressing his crush, played by Carey Mulligan, after a study session.
Hello, Jason speaking.
Jason, you are not going to believe what's going down. I am laying next to the hottest girl I have ever seen.
My good man.
Aidy Bryant plays the friend Jason, and has her own moment when she breaks character. Though that's more thanks to the ridiculous lines than anything else.
Now she is looking at her gecko. Should I tell her the plant life in the tank is not ideal?
Do you feel the gecko is in danger?
Not in danger, no.
Well, then leave it well enough alone, my friend. There will be time for that down the road.
The real kicker comes when McKinnon locks eyes with Mulligan and starts narrating their every move, causing her composure to completely crumble.
Jason, my life is changing. And yet, I must admit, I am afraid of losing you, Jason.
Nay, my good man. We will always have each other.
Honestly, it's a miracle she even lasted that long. Number 15, Weekend Update. Rudy Giuliani on Trump's election lawsuits. The 2020 presidential election was pure chaos, but SNL provided some much-needed comic relief, both for the audience and the performers themselves.
I'm glad I made it to the show on time, because first I went to 30 Rocks. That's a granite quarry in New Rochelle. What a night!
In this Weekend Update bit, Kate McKinnon revives her savage Rudy Giuliani impression to tackle Donald Trump's claims that the election was stolen. She wasted no time roasting Giuliani's infamous 4 seasons total landscaping fiasco before diving into some questionable ballot theories.
Okay, first we're gonna throw out bogus mail-in ballots. Colin, these ballots, they could be coming from Mars.
Throughout her entire tirade, Michael Che, who must have been grateful he was off camera, was unable to hold back his laughter. Meanwhile, Colin Jost, who had been giggling throughout, finally cracked up loudly when McKinnon showed just how thorough the poll watchers would be during the recount.
We're gonna get this close. See, this is legally close.
Okay.
Nuts on back. That's where a poll watcher ought to be.
Why are they so hot?
Number 14, New Wife. Even the most legendary comedians crack under pressure when they're egged on by Kate McKinnon.
I'm basically the kitty ambassador to the Twink Republic of Quonk.
What does that mean?
Jan, are you paying attention? She said she is the kitty ambassador to the Twink Republic of Quonk.
This sketch features host Larry David as a cartoonishly rich guy introducing his new wife, who is a big deal in the gay club scene, to his co-workers.
Yeah, you guys can come, but you gotta bring 3 friends, and they have to be either buff, cute, or rude. 2 out of 3.
David actually nails it for the most part, rattling off gay lingo like a pro, much to the amusement of Kate McKinnon.
So what is this song about?
What is it about? Are you listening? It's like when you're walking into the club and the A-list queens and tweaks are up front with the Molly crowd.
McKinnon, however, seems to be on a mission to get the others to break, and she ultimately succeeds when she grabs David's arm and makes him look her in the eye. From then on, he barely holds it together, ending the sketch on a wobbly note.
Is everything okay? You got so mad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry. I took my prep on an empty stomach. Yeah.
Number 13, Teacher Fell Down. Some of the funniest SNL sketches are those that feel like they were dreamed up during a wild psychedelic trip.
Teacher fell down.
Are you okay?
Yeah, because you really fell down there.
No, you need help?
No. It's too late for that.
This one falls squarely in that category. Kate McKinnon stars as a driver's ed teacher who takes a tumble in front of the class and stubbornly refuses any help getting up.
This is all funny now, but that's not going to be funny if it turns out I've got 2 broken legs. And I'm in a full-bottom mermaid cast. Wheeled around in a trash bin.
What follows is a bizarrely introspective monologue, accompanied by overly dramatic music, where she rambles on about exceeding everyone's expectations.
God, I'm on the ground. Oh, I'm where I belong. They always said I was too frail. Said I wouldn't live past 3, and I wish I hadn't.
Oh no, don't tell us stuff.
As this goes on, you can clearly see Pete Davidson and Aidy Bryant struggling to keep a straight face, and looking just as clueless as the rest of us. Number 12, Madame Vivalda. Even though we didn't get any new songs during her SNL hosting debut, Adele still brought her signature charm and unwavering tendency to crack up at the slightest thing.
Yeah, 2019 has sucked, but I think 2020 is gonna be our year.
Totally. Yeah. Fight for 2020.
In her first sketch of the night, Adele starred alongside Bowen Yang, Ego Wodum, and Heidi Gardner as a group of friends visiting a psychic in 2019 to hear what 2020 had in store.
I see him, he's washing a bag of Doritos with soap. Yes, and you are screaming at him. You're crying, you're screaming, that's not enough soap!
As the titular psychic, Kate McKinnon predicts a series of wild events that leave the group of friends horrified. Well, except Adele. While McKinnon reads her palm, Adele ends up staring at her for too long and inevitably falls into her character-breaking trap.
Oh no, I see no concert in 2020. Only coloring. Monday, coloring. Tuesday, coloring. Every day coloring.
Number 11, Africa tourism. The Adele-hosted SNL episode also gave us this sketch that was as funny as it was controversial.
Witness the wonder, the escape, the story, the sandy beaches, the massive bamboo.
The bit aimed to poke fun at sex tourism, with Adele playing one of 3 divorcees encouraging people to visit beautiful, beautiful Africa.
The wildlife, the culture, the food, the nightlife, tribesmen.
Almost as soon as the sketch starts, however, Adele breaks character, and it's thanks to Kate McKinnon. Once McKinnon realizes that the word tribesman is the singer's kryptonite, she milks it for all it's worth, repeatedly mentioning it and pushing her further over the edge.
So what are you waiting for? Set sail for Africa. All of Africa. Zimbabwe, Kenya, Ghana, Tanzania, tribesmen.
In the end, it just becomes a full-on giggle fest for Adele, who is never able to fully recover until the sketch wraps up. Number 10, Weekend Update. Ruth Bader Ginsburg on not retiring. Kate McKinnon has a knack for out-there impressions of political figures like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Rather than trying to be as accurate as possible, she instead turns the Supreme Court justice into a wild child.
Colin, the bench is now my porch. I'm gonna sit on it all day and scream, no, get out of my yard!
The performer's version of Ginsburg speaks her mind to the point of making Weekend Update host Colin Jost lose it. She also finds time to eat a bunch of emergency powder, taking the segment into the wonderful world of physical comedy. McKinnon's antics earn her laughter from the audience and her co-stars.
You're supposed to put it in water for a reason.
You got a little kind of all over.
Clearly dedicated to the performance, the comedian goes for broke and steals the show with some dancing.
And that's a Hopkins burn.
Number 9, Last Call with Dave Chappelle. As a creepy bar patron, Kate McKinnon shows that she's nothing short of a fearless performer.
You know, I was looking at you because you have that certain still here quality.
This version of the recurring sketch features a hookup with the equally daring Dave Chappelle. McKinnon and her scene partner push the boundaries of good taste, eventually driving Kenan Thompson to the edge.
Something's happening here. Yeah, it's called the first sign of the apocalypse.
Their water fountain act breaks up Thompson in a hilarious finale. Given some of the chaotic lines and physical comedy from this sketch, it's incredible that he lasted as long as he did. The writers of this script must have been begging for someone to break with this crazy hookup.
Damn it, Anthony. You let him get to you.
Number 8, Actress Roundtable. For this scene, Debette Goldry is a spunky actress who explains the hardships of Hollywood's golden age. Alongside younger performers, the character recounts the harassment she endured from men in the olden days.
They actually tried to teach me how to read once by putting peanut butter in my mouth. And then they remembered that's how you make it look like a horse is talking. So they gave the part to a horse.
Goldry also has a positivity about her that's infectious, making her comments sound nonchalant coming from her. McKinnon's performance still manages to get scene partner Margot Robbie breaking before it's all over.
You girls know how it is.
No, we don't. Is that a thing that happens?
Robbie clearly holds it together as best she can, but can't help it after some of her co-stars' funniest lines. It makes for a roundtable discussion full of surprising revelations and laughs.
All the time we have.
Well, I know what that means. All right, you krauts, get your kicks while you can.
Number 7, another close encounter. Back for a second round, Ryan Gosling joins Cecily Strong and Kate McKinnon once more to describe his communication with aliens. The latter performer cranks up the sketch early with her mannerisms and wild stories.
They were all dropping in, scrambling to mash up my cheek meat like it's pizza dough. Right? Some would knead for a bit, and wait for another turn.
Gosling even becomes McKinnon's helper, posing as a model for an extraterrestrial demonstration. The host shakes with laughter as his co-star goes off on a lengthy speech about her encounter.
In there, looking for the source of the tear, and I was like, hey, last guy who did that got double-barrel pink eye.
While you might have thought this wouldn't be funny a second time, the sketch proves itself with a few inventive changes. It's clear that the cast is still smitten with McKinnon's character once more. Number 6, Weekend Update. Olya Povlatsky on the Sochi Olympics. Channeling a rural Russian woman, Kate McKinnon disappears into the part of Olya Povlatsky. Her character's segment about the Sochi Olympics is much more than a sports announcement, delving into Povlatsky's personal life.
Last man I dated was a real dog.
Unattractive guy?
No, he was actual dog, Seth. But he was way out of my league. He was top lawyer in my village.
Okay.
This includes horror stories from her country and her interpretation of laughing. Weekend Update host Seth Meyers tries to keep up and frequently chuckles through the funny routine. McKinnon's ability to switch emotions on a dime causes her co-star to hold back laughter several times. When asked about her dating life, the character produces more giggles with her attempts to use hip lingo.
I'm the one who got away.
Are you dating anyone now, Olya?
Seth Meyers. You must be hungry because you are fishing.
No.
Meyers clearly shows that he enjoys the exchange as much as the viewers do. Number 5, film screening. Brought together to talk about acting, the star-studded cast of this sketch tries to have a serious talk. The discussion quickly derails after Kate McKinnon's Debette Goldry takes over.
Well, yeah, Samuel Goldwyn had a rule that all of his starlets had to eat arsenic tablets to make their skin glow.
Her descriptions of Hollywood are wacky and sometimes awful trips down disturbing lanes, making co-stars like Leslie Jones crack up.
We're just lying on a train track waiting to get run over.
Oh my God.
It's all so ridiculous and unexpected that you cannot help but laugh at McKinnon's performance. Seated next to the comedian, Emma Stone really loses it as she listens to Goldry's explanations. The breaking only makes this entertaining sketch all the more hilarious as a result. We don't blame Stone either, because we'd probably be laughing a whole lot more with this kind of script.
They used to make me do a whole screen test just for my toot.
What part of your body is your toot?
I'll give you 2 guesses and they're both right.
Number 4, apple picking ad. Among the more entertaining duos on the show, Aidy Bryant and Kate McKinnon have a history of making each other laugh on screen. This sketch about an apple farm doesn't stray from that tradition.
Select from our varieties like huge, soft,
Tiny hard.
green, orange, and apple.
The duo comes together to advertise an awful place to find fruit, complete with some details that start to crack them up. McKinnon can barely take it anymore as she crumbles under the hilarious banter.
You also have a petting zoo. We do. We have a petting zoo. Tell him, Hank.
Both she and Bryant eventually regain their composure long enough to finish the funny commercial. With the added benefit of watching 2 friends laugh, this sketch is even better than it initially sounds.
Want to hear more about us?
People usually don't.
We're unmarried sisters.
My hair's been in one braid for 40 years and now it grows that way.
I'm 28.
Number 3, Weekend Update. Dr. We Notice on Trump's televised health exam. Not every Weekend Update segment has to be a Pulitzer-winning piece of writing. This appearance from Kate McKinnon's character Dr. We Notice proves this, providing a hilarious premise with a simple joke and enjoyable voice.
But he feels so good, he said, I may be immune.
What is this?
And now he's holding rallies.
Yeah, who does this? He do this. We notice. We hate this. He do this. We notice.
The talented performer has a tough time getting through her own sketch as she keeps using the same play on words, breaking the host Colin Jost. McKinnon is having a blast throughout.
It's okay, Doctor. I'm in amazing shape.
Yes, we noticed.
Okay.
Okay, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Blood pressure.
She also seems to be losing her composure and maybe even her sanity. By the end, the premise comes together like an inside joke that everybody on stage visibly loves.
Kate. Kate. Are you okay?
I'm obviously not.
Number 2, hotel ad. With some incredibly precise writing, it's difficult not to cackle at this premise involving a sketchy hotel. An eclectic bunch of staff members run down all the amenities for guests.
We put the hospital in hospitality.
Billie Eilish hides her laughter behind a smile as her co-star checks off one absurd item after the other. At one point, the singer breaks because McKinnon decides to nudge her.
And breakfast. And breakfast. And breakfast means morning here at Business Garden Inn and Suites and Hotel Room Inn.
The latter's chaotic energy fuels a script that cannot be beaten. Having to stand next to the comedian throughout the sketch, Eilish has a front row seat to laugh along with the audience.
And hiding from the police. So join us at Business Garden Inn and Suites and Hotel Room Inn.
It's like we always say, we may not be the Ritz-Carlton.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Close Encounter. In one of her greatest recurring sketches, Kate McKinnon owns the scene as someone describing an alien encounter.
Yeah, a little different for me. I had my shirt I came in with, but my pants were gone.
Her co-stars have a hard time listening to her without losing it. While the other survivors have pleasant stories, McKinnon's character goes off on tangents that get crazier than the next.
Did y'all get the knocker stuff?
No knocker stuff, sorry.
And did you feel threatened, Miss Rafferty?
No.
The lines become so strange and hilarious that most of the cast holds back laughs. As for the host Ryan Gosling, he can barely contain himself during the sketch's climax. It's easy to see this sketch going down as one of the performers best on the show for its contagious laughter.
I had to just chill up there with my damn coot and prune shoe till the place opened up.
What do you find funnier? Kate breaking character herself or her breaking others? Tell us in the comments.
Would you like an ooey gooey, yummy, delicious quesadilla?
I do not.
Would you like a delicious, toasty, cheesy quesadilla?
I already had one and I didn't like it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.